I'm in Carbis Bay, next door to St Ives, one of the UK's favourite holiday destinations. This area gained international attention when Carbis Bay Hotel was chosen to host this year's G7 summit. In June, world leaders, including American President Joe Biden, will arrive to discuss issues such as the climate crisis and the global pandemic. But that isn't the only significant development in this part of Cornwall. Massive reserves of natural gas were recently discovered just off the coast. Gwithian Beach, just a few kilometres from here, has been chosen as the site for a liquid natural gas plant, transforming St Ives Bay into a high-tech industrial hub. I'm joined by Cornwall Councillor Derek Eustace.
Natural gas is the greenest of fossil fuels, and I've been assured by Total, who will be operating this plant, that this facility is at the cutting edge of energy efficiency. We should be proud to support British natural gas.
After undertaking an extensive community consultation last year, this gas project has been given the go-ahead by Boris Johnson's government. He has backed it with £810 million of public money in the form of loan guarantees. I've come across the bay to Gwithian Beach to find out more. Local activists have been holding regular protests here at the allocated site of the gas plant.
Well, this gas plant is going to be a disaster on so many different levels.
I think the fact that this is about fossil fuels is just incredibly daft. I mean, we don't have much time left.
There's going to be a raft of people not only losing their homes but their jobs. My son-in-law, who's a chef at the local beach cafe, is absolutely devastated because his whole livelihood will go.
Well, this particular landscape is so important for invertebrates, for butterflies and for ground nesting birds. And here we are, we're going to be building on this. It's just going to be catastrophic.
This is clearly a controversial project. Critics argue UK hosting the G7 and COP26, the UK should be setting an example to the rest of the world. The UK Youth Climate Coalition have accused Prime Minister Boris Johnson of being a climate hypocrite.
This gas project is not happening on a beach in St Ives Bay. It's fake news. It's not fake news. But it is real, it is true, and it is happening to another community on another beach in Mozambique.
Gas reserves have been found in North Mozambique in the province of Cabo Delgado, in an area that's been designated as a UN biosphere of global importance. This has caused a huge gas rush, with companies like Total, ExxonMobil and Eni coming in, taking community lands away and blocking access to the ocean.
People, they are fisheries communities, agriculture communities. They cannot now produce their food, they cannot go to the sea to take fish, and they are depending on the food the company bring for them. They are not receiving food, and the company promised that they would provide transport for them to go to fish. But this transport doesn't work because it's one car to take more than 100 of fishermen with their nets, with their boats.
In addition to this, there's been a huge increase in violence, human rights abuses and military conflict, which is strongly linked to the extractive industries, especially the gas.
Northern Mozambique is rich in natural gas. Some projects are believed to be worth more than $60 billion. Analysts say that could be one reason fueling the violence.
Communities are all afraid of what can happen with them. All these problems, conflict, hunger, diseases, resettlements, started when the project of exploitation of oil and gas came to Mozambique.
We also have to look at climate change. And we all know the impacts of gas and fossil fuels to the worsening of the climate crisis. This project must be stopped.
We asked all these projects to stop.
We say no to this project.
People could live in peace.
Do you remember how it made us feel when we thought it was us? Our community, our environment, our beach. We say no to this project, no to the devastation of communities and ecosystems. The UK government must end all support for this project and help the people of Cabo Delgado to recover from the harm it's caused. We call on G7 governments to back renewable energy projects owned and run by communities, to support community forest management, peasant agroecology, and land rights for local people.